just rings on. So sustain, like you just hit that note,
It's
and
a smart note there. Yeah.
you go have a sandwich. Come back
That
and
one,
it's still.
don't even look at that one. Don't even look at it.
The Pope's Exorcist.
This is Flick Flops. Welcome back to Flick Flops, the podcast where we watch films that were critically panned and tell you whether it's worth your time. Today, we're bracing ourselves for the chilling journey of The Pope's Exorcist 2023, a supernatural thriller that explores the intersection of faith and the supernatural. Based on true events, the film follows the harrowing encounters of a priest tasked with confronting demonic forces for the Vatican. But does it possess the spirit of a great film, or does it induce pea soup vomit? Grab your crucifix and holy water as we discuss
The Pope's Exorcist.
End scene. That was acting. Oh, my eyes watered doing that one. The Pope's Exorcist. There we go.
What? That was a freaking mouthful.
It's a lot of words.
Holy smokes.
You got all the words, all the big words.
Well, I don't know if they were all the right words. And I don't know if they were all correctly pronounced.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of words in there.
A lot of words. Say all the words, you know. Where do we want to start with this thing, Garrett? What do you have any thoughts you want to break down? Should we jump right into the good stuff?
I would say maybe we should go right off the bat with.
Okay. Very simple. Numbers. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 51. The critics, 81 for the audience. So technically, flop, according to what we use as our Bible, so to speak.
Very similar to our last film, actually. Seemed like the numbers were really close to the Renfield numbers.
Yeah, they were like 50 something and 79. So yeah, real close. I think it's 57 to 79. But anyway, it's irrelevant. This thing had a budget of $18 million. Box office worldwide, $72 million. So it has made its money back in that aspect. So not necessarily a flop financially, but critics have not loved this movie. And I'll say what I know about this film from the research I did is this is based on a true story or a true person, not a story, which I did not know going in. Went in blind, just turned the movie on, watched it. Father Gabriel Amorte, as they say. It's spelled Amort.
Not spelled the same, but yeah.
They say Amort. I follow that. The movie that we watched and that you would watch is based on a 1990 book called An Exorcist Tells His Story. Right. And it's also based a little bit on another book of his that basically is just the same title, but more stories. This guy was a real person. Let me jump here while we're talking. I got a picture of the real guy. This would be him.
Yeah.
Does not look anything like Russell Crowe. So they took a little liberties there with the guy itself. But yeah, this is the real guy. He was an exorcist for the Vatican. So it's interesting. And his numbers vary. I was watching a little something about this guy, and he says he's performed over 160,000 exorcists. The person doing this show was like, I don't know how he gets those numbers, but because he apparently didn't become the exorcist guy until like he was in his 60s. So doesn't matter. But that's the guy this is based on, and he's written like somewhere around 30 books. So if you really are into this stuff, there's plenty of material for you to find out there with this guy. And this is from the movie. This is some of the guy. This is your little kid here. This guy has some issues.
A couple. It's always a kid.
The cliches. I was going to say, I didn't find. Well, I'll tell you the things that bothered me in this film. And the first thing, it opens up, and again, I always reiterate there's nothing blatantly horrible about this movie, in my opinion. There's little things that bothered me. This thing opens up with a cult song, which I think is fantastic. I was like, holy crap, the cult.
Yeah.
That was cool. But
I think they had a couple good musical moments in the movie.
yeah, because you forget it's set back in like 1987.
Yeah.
But I was like, you see a car driving through the woods, and you hear Ian, what's his name, Ian Asbury.
Maybe.
Anyway, you hear the lead singer of the Colts voice.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Colt fan, but I like that song. Anyway, I digress. The thing that really bothered me through the better part of the first half of this movie, and even in throughout the whole movie a little bit, was it opens with a lot of talk in Italian.
Yeah.
With no subtitles. So we don't have any idea what's being said.
Yeah, note on that. There are subtitles.
Oh, was there?
We'll discuss later.
Okay.
We'll discuss.
Okay, then what I watched did not have subtitles.
You missed a lot.
I did, because I'm like, what the F is going on here? Like, this would be a great place to put the subtitles in, or don't speak in a foreign language.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's on me.
Well, it's also a little on me. I should have forewarned you about something that.
Turn the subtitles on.
You know what? Post. We'll talk. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so that's that. I did not like, and I know they have to do this, but the super angry, angsty daughter.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. This character is old to me. Like, I mean, again, I think if I would have acted that way to my parents, they would have smacked me right in the face. Like, just settle your butt down. Like, they were uprooted from the States to this Gothic castle in Spain. And she's like, oh, boo. She's all mad. I'm like, look where you're living. It's a freaking castle. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's what I kept thinking too. Is that how cool is that?
Maybe that's just you and me.
Yeah.
But anyway, one line of dialogue that it kind of caught me, and I was kind of like, I don't want to say it's weak writing, but when the demon is like, my name is blasphemy, my name is nightmare, and I was like, my name is nightmare. That doesn't give me chills. Blasphemy was a little. You could just left it with blasphemy. My name is blasphemy.
My name is Nightmare.
Oh shoot! Oh gosh, no.
How do you get the echo to stop? My lord. Okay.
It just rings on. So sustain, like you just hit that note.
It's right there. Yeah.
You go have a sandwich. Come back.
One, don't even look at that one. Don't even look at it.
Don't, man. We're diverging.
I know. We don't want to be derailed. TM.
Eddie Hoodles. So I mean, that's it. I'm not. It's it's always nitpicky. It's crap. It's like, whatever. I mean, I don't want to. I will say this: a sequel has been announced, so I'm pretty excited about that because I will see it.
Yeah,
maybe without subtitles. It's up to me to decide.
Yeah, you decide whether what half the movie, what happens in half the movie, or
if
not.
I want to enjoy the movie or not enjoy the movie. It's
all
up
right,
to me.
So real quick, first of all, I want to start off by saying that if you watch every exorcism movie that comes out, you will probably find this tired. I can only assume, because I don't watch every one that comes out, because I already feel like there's been a really great Exorcist movie done, and every now and then I'll watch a new one, but it just seems like there's so many that I don't watch them all.
None of them seem to improve on the template that was made back in the 70s. So
yeah,
and that's nobody's fault. Just such a high bar was set with The Exorcist. What can you do to make it any better? And really, there's not much you can do.
Yeah,
it's
so going into it with that in mind. If it's not the kind of movie that you see all the time, I think you probably will enjoy it. I actually really liked the movie. I just had a couple thoughts about it, and that being one of them. That had I watched every exorcism movie that comes out, because it seems like there's one every couple years, I would probably be like, another one, like it's the same old stuff. I thought the effects were great in it. They did some really interesting effects. That's probably where money went into. But the thing that I did think was interesting, and I don't know, because I haven't seen all of them, all the different Exorcist type movies.
Yeah.
I don't know how often it's played into the priest coming in and basically assuming that it's just mental health issues all the time. And that was his thing at the beginning. It was like, a lot of times it's not.
Right.
You may have missed some of this because of the subtitle.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What movie is this?
But in the beginning, he talks about how a lot of times it's like, like he does the thing where it's not really a spoiler because it's right in the beginning, but he does the thing where he tricks the spirit into the pig and they kill the pig. And the whole thing is, it's supposed to be like, that wasn't really a demon. That was just me,
Yeah.
It's a mental health issue. And that's all I really dealt with. It was just a ploy kind of thing. And I don't know how much of that is true of the real guy. If that was, because when you were talking about his history, I was thinking, well, I wonder how many of that was just mental health problems and how many was deemed by the church's actual possessions. I don't know. And I don't know how much I believe in any of that stuff. I'm only saying that the difference of the two I thought was very interesting playing into it because I remember the original Exorcist movie and the books. I don't think I ever read the books that I can recall, but I think it was taken from the beginning that this is just it's just always a possession and that's the devil or whatever. And I thought that was an interesting take. So I thought that part. Now, that being said, that's the interesting take, but the cliche stuff comes in, whether it be in the kid, whether it be in the, the angsty teen, like you said, and the, the parent that just, the people don't believe what's going on. And I'm like, I'm yelling at the screen, you're in a movie. Of course, you should know this is real, But
I forgot to mention, that opening, the pig scene was really like, I kind of saw where that was going. I'm like, I didn't see the killing of the pig coming.
Yeah.
But I saw like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. Then it started to snap the focus. I was like, oh, I see what he's gonna do here. I get this, and I don't need your English. I can read this one.
I can pick it up through Substack.
Good day, sir. And again, I guess another cliche I mentioned before in another episode that I think it's tired is the superhero landing, the tri landing, the demonic voice that you can pull up, you can muster at your own will. To me, that gets tired. Like, why do we assume the demons all just have this, roar?
Yeah.
Why can't it just be the kid just mouthing off? I know they got to differentiate. This is when he's the demon. This is when he's the kid. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Make it a little sweeter. It'd be kind of funny if the kid just had a normal voice, like, hey, F you. And I'd be like, is he really possessed or is he just angsty like his sister? Like maybe his sister's possessed.
The only thing I could think right there the whole time you were talking was, how could I work the word Satan's taint into the sentence? But I
The worst death metal band name ever, Satan's Taint.
Let's get to let's talk about
Do it.
Let's talk about those things.
Heck to the yeah.
I'll let you roll out first if you want.
Find it here, Broseph. I'm here. I am. Boom. I give it a 1, bro.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Bro,
that's a 1 poo. 1 poo.
It's worth going to the bathroom for, but don't sit down and rest. Don't settle in.
Yep.
Look, I enjoyed the movie. Again, these movies are defeating the purpose of our podcast as far as being flick flops, but it's I like you. I have not watched any Exorcist films except for the original Exorcist. I don't think I've watched any of them throughout the past 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
It was never a genre that I totally got into. Like, I can't even say that I know people will debate that The Exorcist is the scariest movie of all time. I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that. I don't know that I have a better answer off the top of my head, but I think it was a really good movie, a very well done movie.
Yeah.
And it belongs in the conversation of great movies, but it just wasn't, as much as I love horror, the exorcism stuff doesn't blow up my skirt at all. Yeah. But I'll watch them. Like, if just like when this one came into our into our mind, I was like, yeah, I mean, what the hell? I'll watch it. And I think Russell Crowe was good at it. He cut some flack for this movie. They said, oh, he's just, you know, some of the critics were giving him a little grief. And I was like, well, I think he did a fine job. I don't know what you expect. So,
yeah. All right. Well, I was similar to you, only I decided to back off a little bit and go with this.
Oh.
Originally, I was going to give it the 1. I went backwards mostly because I feel like I based it on my own viewing of this. But I was originally going to give it 1 because I thought, well, if you've seen these kind of movies, like I said, it may not be your thing, but I'm not giving you a rating for you. I'm giving you the rating based on my viewing. Yeah. And I just enjoyed the movie. I mean, there were a couple things here and there. I mean, it's an honest half point. I would not. This is not one I would give it a 0. This is definitely a half for me. But it's really just because of the little few cliche things. And I'll say, I'm not going to spoil the ending. I'm only going to say that the very ending and the way the thing kind of resolves itself, I kind of thought that was a little bit weak or a little bit confusing, maybe. I don't want to go into it really, but I found the whole resolution at the end just a little bit like it kind of didn't seem logical with a few things that happened before it. Yeah. But that it's not a big enough mark against the movie for me. I still enjoyed it. I will look forward to seeing another one of these. I'm interested to see what they do with the character.
When I read there's a sequel, I'm like, okay, I'll take that.
Because now it's going to be the 2 of them, right? I would assume. And
the one thing that I forgot, and while you were talking, it just came back to my memory that I did really get a kick out of, and this is a scenic thing, is the catacombs when they go down into that, and it kind of explains what that's about, and I'm like, just the part of me that like. I like stuff like, I don't know how to explain what that is, but I like that idea. I mean, like, I want to go to the catacombs over in France and see that. Teresa says there's no way in hell she's ever going to go down.
No way in
hell.
Oh, no.
You were like, what's he?
I was like, I thought I was supposed to say something here?
Is it me? Is it you? Me?
I don't have the effect, Gary, damn it. But, if someone likes scary movies, I would definitely recommend this movie.
Yeah.
I would like tell my dad to watch this movie. I think he would enjoy it. Teresa would never watch it. But again, I've mentioned before, she doesn't like scary. She doesn't like violence. So nothing I don't think anything we've reviewed, I would recommend to her.
80 maybe, for Brady. No.
No, she hates Tom Brady, so that's out. Maybe Ghosted. I don't know. Doesn't matter. She's not gonna ever watch the podcast or
you gonna watch your Flicker Flopper movies? I'm out.
Yeah, as soon as I say I gotta watch this, she's like, I'm going to bed. Okay.
I'm out.
There's some quality time. Anyway, that's it. 1 star or 1 star. 1 poop for me. I recommend. Watch it.
1 poop for Andy, half a toilet paper for me.
No flopping.
No flopping.
Stay tuned. Someday we'll have a movie we don't like.
I hope the next one is something we keep.
I'll do some digging. I
feel like that's the kind of funny thing is, I feel like the percentage right now has been, we've watched very little bad movies.
I know,
but so that just shows you what critics know.
Yeah, they're dumb.
They should just be non-critics like us that don't really know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Have some fun once in a while, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, lighten up, dude.
All right. Well, you got anything else?
No. I thought I tried to be witty. I had nothing to throw out there.
I think in post, some steam coming out of your ears during that moment would probably be good. So I don't know. Well, thanks for joining us. Yeah, thanks for joining us again, guys. Please like and subscribe and send us some emails. Let us know some movies. Maybe send us a crappy one that we should watch, and we really will go through the log on it because I know we've got quite a few that people have sent us. We need to
Yeah.
eventually go back and watch some of those. We've been trying to watch newer stuff so we can let you know whether you should watch them or not. But we'll do some deep digging too, and go back and pick on some old films. So
Absolutely.
and guests coming soon. All right. Well, that's it. Peace.